Next idiom is the company decided to sever ties with the supplier. It means to completely end a relationship or connection. Sever, from Latin separare, means to cut or separate. Ties refers to bonds, so severing ties literally implies cutting off those connections, making it a strong phrase for a decisive breakup. Let's look at some examples. First, after years of disagreement, she finally decided to sever ties with her business partner. This shows ending a personal-professional relationship. Second, the university threatened to sever ties with any student involved in academic dishonesty. Here, it refers to a formal institutional breakup, like expulsion. Both emphasize a definitive end to a connection.
Similar expressions include cut ties with and part ways with. Cut ties with is nearly identical, implying a decisive end. Part ways with can be softer, suggesting a mutual separation, like colleagues concluding a project. Sever ties often conveys a more formal, definitive termination, often due to conflict. In summary, to sever ties means to completely end a relationship. Its origin comes from the literal meaning of severing ties. It's a strong, formal way to describe a definitive breakup, whether in business or personal life. So, when a relationship needs a clear, firm ending, you can say it's time to sever ties. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Next idiom is the government prioritized shovel-ready projects. This phrase describes projects that are entirely planned and ready to commence construction without any delays, meaning all necessary permits, funding, and initial preparations are complete. Its origin lies in government and economic contexts, gaining prominence in the early 21st century, particularly during economic downturns when governments aim to quickly stimulate the economy by investing in projects that could create jobs and deliver immediate results. It vividly paints a picture of readiness. Let's look at how we can use this practical idiom. Our first example is, faced with a housing crisis, the city council decided to prioritize shovel-ready projects to build affordable homes swiftly. Here, shovel-ready projects clearly indicates that these housing initiatives have all their ducks in a row: permits secured, land acquired, and funding allocated, allowing for immediate groundbreaking to address the urgent need. Our second example is, the company preferred to invest in shovel-ready projects abroad to ensure a rapid return on investment and minimize bureaucratic delays. This illustrates how businesses, like governments, value efficiency and speed, choosing investments that promise quick execution and tangible outcomes without getting bogged down in initial setup. Both scenarios highlight the advantage of immediate action.
Two similar expressions that share some meaning with shovel-ready projects are ready to roll and turnkey project. Ready to roll is a more general phrase, simply meaning prepared to start or proceed immediately, applicable to almost any task or activity. For instance, the team is ready to roll on the new marketing campaign. Turnkey project, however, is much closer in scope, specifically referring to a project that is delivered to the client completely finished and ready to operate, requiring no further work. While shovel-ready focuses on the immediate commencement of physical work, turnkey emphasizes a completed, operational state. To recap, shovel-ready projects refers to initiatives that are fully prepared and can begin immediately, often used in government or business contexts to signify efficiency and quick action. This idiom became prominent when speedy implementation was crucial for economic stimulus. Remember, when you hear or use this phrase, it implies that all groundwork is done, the path is clear, and it's time to literally put shovels in the ground. It's a powerful way to describe readiness for impactful work, emphasizing prompt execution. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Next idiom is, let's have a show of hands to vote. It means deciding by raising hands. This practice stems from ancient democratic assemblies, where people visually express support or opposition, a simple, effective way to gauge collective opinion. Let's see our idiom. For example, okay everyone, for those who agree, let's have a show of hands to vote. This clearly asks for visible agreement. Or, since we're short on time, how about we just have a quick show of hands to vote on this matter? Both illustrate how this phrase efficiently facilitates quick, transparent decision-making by directly calling for a raised hand.
While let's have a show of hands to vote means raising hands, let us take a vote is more general. Poll the room asks everyone for opinions. Our idiom suits quick, informal, and visually clear consensus, especially when time or formality is limited. To recap, let's have a show of hands to vote is a direct, informal way to vote. Originating from ancient public gatherings, it offers a simple, visible method for decisions. Use it for quick consensus in meetings or casual talks. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Next idiom is the manager needs to sign off on the report. This phrase means to give official approval or permission for something, often by formally signing a document. Its origin comes from the physical act of signing official papers to finalize approval in administrative processes, a practice common since the 19th century and now widely used figuratively. Let's see this in action. First, before we launch the new marketing campaign, the legal team needs to sign off on all the advertisements. Here, sign off on emphasizes formal legal approval. Secondly, I can't authorize your vacation request until the department head signs off on it. This shows official permission is required from a superior. Both examples highlight the need for formal, often final, authorization.
Similar expressions include give the green light and approve. Give the green light is often about granting permission to start something new, like a project. Approve is a more general term for accepting or agreeing to something. Sign off on, however, specifically implies a more formal, often final and documented endorsement, signifying completion of a review process. To recap, to sign off on something means to provide official approval, often with a signature, stemming from historic bureaucratic practices. Remember, it's about granting final authorization after a review. Next time you need formal consent, you can use this idiom confidently. Keep practicing, and you'll master it. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Next idiom is, it was his first day on the job, sink or swim. This powerful phrase describes a situation where someone is given little to no help and must succeed entirely on their own efforts, or fail completely. Historically, it evokes harsh survival tests, like those from early modern witch trials, highlighting a stark, unsupported challenge. Let's see this in action. Our first example, when the new manager started, the CEO gave her complex projects, telling her it was sink or swim. This shows a demanding entry where success depends solely on her. Another instance, my parents always believed in the sink or swim approach, letting us solve our own problems. Here, the idiom highlights fostering independence through challenging, unassisted experiences, ensuring personal growth.
Similar expressions include trial by fire and thrown in at the deep end. Trial by fire emphasizes an intense, often painful test that proves one's mettle. Thrown in at the deep end focuses on being suddenly placed in a difficult situation without preparation. Sink or swim combines elements of both, stressing the ultimate choice between complete success or complete failure, solely based on personal effort. To summarize, sink or swim means facing a challenging situation where you either succeed on your own or fail completely. It stems from a history of harsh individual trials. Remember this idiom when describing moments of critical self-reliance, where no safety net exists. It's perfect for highlighting independence and resilience. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Next idiom is, we made some small talk before the meeting. This phrase describes engaging in light, informal conversation about everyday topics, rather than discussing serious or important subjects. It's often used to fill awkward silences, build rapport, or simply pass the time. The concept of small talk emerged in the late 19th century, literally referring to the small or trivial subjects people chat about. It's a fundamental part of social interaction in many cultures. Let's explore how to use small talk with some examples. Our first example is, I always make small talk with my neighbors about the weather or local events. Here, small talk refers to those easy, surface-level conversations that help maintain friendly relations without delving into deep topics. You might chat about the latest news, gardening, or a local festival. Our second example illustrates a different context. She's excellent at small talk. She can instantly find common ground with anyone. This highlights someone's skill in initiating and maintaining these light conversations, which is valuable in networking or social gatherings. Mastering small talk can truly help you connect with people effortlessly.
While small talk is widely understood, you might hear similar expressions like chit-chat or idle chat. Chit-chat is very close to small talk, often implying slightly more friendly, casual, and sometimes gossipy conversation, typically among acquaintances. For instance, we had some chit-chat over coffee. Idle chat, on the other hand, usually suggests conversation that serves no particular purpose other than passing the time, sometimes with a slightly negative connotation of being unproductive. Small talk is the most neutral and widely applicable term for polite, light social exchanges. To sum up, making small talk means engaging in light, informal conversation, usually about trivial subjects, to foster social connections or fill silences. This common social practice has been a staple of English interaction since the late 19th century. Remember, it's not about profound discussions, but about polite and easy exchanges that help people feel comfortable. So next time you're waiting for an event to start or meeting someone new, try initiating some small talk. It's a great way to connect and ease into any interaction. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Next idiom is, after the initial problems, it was smooth sailing. This means that once initial difficulties are resolved, everything proceeds easily without further obstacles. It stems from nautical journeys. After rough seas, a ship would find smooth sailing in calm waters, signifying effortless progress. Let's use our examples. Setting up the new software was a nightmare, but after the initial problems, it was smooth sailing for the whole team. Difficult starts turn into easy operations. Next, our startup faced many challenges, but after the initial problems, it was smooth sailing, and we saw consistent growth. Early struggles led to steady advancement.
Similar phrases, plain sailing and clear skies ahead. Plain sailing means easy progress, often without prior difficulty. Clear skies ahead implies a promising future after challenges. Our idiom highlights the specific shift from initial problems to effortless progression, ideal for that critical turning point. To recap, after the initial problems, it was smooth sailing describes effortless progress after difficulties. From nautical terms, it means calm seas after a storm. Use this idiom to describe smooth events once the hard part is over. It expresses relief and success. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Next idiom is she learned to stand on her own 2 feet. This phrase means to become independent and self-sufficient, managing one's own life without relying on others. Its origin stems from the fundamental human experience of physical stability, evolving to represent personal autonomy and self-reliance. Let's see this idiom in action. For instance, after graduating college, he decided it was time to stand on his own 2 feet and moved into his own apartment. This shows his personal independence. Similarly, it took a few years for her small business to truly stand on its own 2 feet. But now it's thriving. This illustrates the business becoming self-sustaining.
Similar expressions include to be self-reliant, emphasizing inner strength, and to paddle one's own canoe, highlighting individual effort without external help. While stand on your own 2 feet implies gaining independence, these alternatives suggest maintaining it through personal fortitude. In summary, to stand on your own 2 feet means to achieve independence and self-sufficiency. Originating from literal physical stability, it encourages taking responsibility for oneself. Use this idiom to describe personal growth or the journey towards autonomy, celebrating strength and self-reliance. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Next idiom is, the lab is working on cutting-edge technology. This expression describes technology that is extremely advanced and innovative, pushing the boundaries of what is currently possible. The term cutting edge metaphorically refers to the sharpest part of a blade, signifying the very forefront of a field. Its origin lies in the 19th to 20th century industry and warfare, where a cutting edge literally meant the leading, sharpest part of a tool or weapon. This evolved to represent pioneering innovation and the most advanced developments. It's an exciting phrase to describe progress. Let's see cutting-edge technology in action with a couple of examples. First, our new smartphone features cutting-edge camera technology that captures incredible detail in low light. Here, it emphasizes the advanced nature of the camera, setting it apart from competitors. For our second example, the startup attracted investors because of its cutting-edge approach to sustainable energy solutions. This shows how being cutting-edge can refer not just to a product, but also to an innovative method or strategy, making the startup appealing to investors. Both instances highlight pioneering advancements that are truly innovative and often groundbreaking.
To express similar ideas, consider state-of-the-art or groundbreaking. State-of-the-art refers to the most modern and advanced existing equipment or facilities, as in, this hospital has state-of-the-art medical equipment. It signifies current peak achievement. Groundbreaking, however, emphasizes significant innovation that opens new possibilities, often for research, like her groundbreaking research changed our understanding. Cutting edge implies active development at the forefront. State-of-the-art describes the best currently available, and groundbreaking focuses on truly novel, impactful advancements. In summary, cutting-edge technology refers to the most advanced and innovative developments in a particular field. Much like the sharpest part of a blade leads the way, it signifies being at the forefront of progress and innovation. When you hear that the lab is working on cutting-edge technology, you know they are involved in pioneering work, exploring new frontiers, and creating what's next. So if you are ever describing something that's truly revolutionary or super advanced, remember this powerful idiom to convey that sense of forward-thinking progress. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Next idiom is, it's time to step up to the plate and take responsibility. This phrase encourages us to embrace our duties, especially in challenging situations, just like a baseball batter prepares to face a pitch. It means to courageously accept a challenge or obligation and fulfill what is expected of you. This idiom originates from early 20th century American baseball, where stepping up to the plate literally meant a batter moving into position to hit the ball. Let's see how this idiom plays out in different scenarios. Imagine this. When the project failed, Sarah knew it was time to step up to the plate and take responsibility for the team's shortcomings. Here, Sarah isn't literally playing baseball, but she's acknowledging her role in a difficult situation and accepting accountability. In another context, consider management is demanding a new leader. I think it's time for Mark to step up to the plate and show what he can do. In this instance, Mark is being called upon to take on a leadership role and demonstrate his capabilities, accepting the challenge presented by management. Both examples illustrate the core idea of proactively engaging with one's duties and facing challenges head-on.
Other expressions convey a similar sense of confronting difficulty. Take the bull by the horns means to directly confront a difficult situation with courage. While similar, it emphasizes direct, forceful action. Bite the bullet suggests enduring a painful or unpleasant situation with fortitude. This idiom focuses more on perseverance through discomfort rather than initiating action or accepting a new responsibility. Our idiom, step up to the plate, specifically implies taking on a new duty or challenge, often one that others might shy away from, and owning the outcome. So, to recap, it's time to step up to the plate and take responsibility encourages us to actively engage with our duties and face challenges, much like a batter stepping up to bat in baseball. It's about readiness and accountability. Remember, when a situation calls for someone to take charge or accept an obligation, this idiom is perfect. It's a powerful way to urge oneself or others to be proactive and reliable. Keep practicing these phrases, and you'll soon be using them like a native speaker. I'll see you next time with another great expression.